All right. Well, I am so excited to be joined here. Hi, everyone. I'm Jackie Veely with Transformational Coaching by Jackie, and I am joined by Leslie Porter. And I am going to take down this screen share here so you all can see lovely Leslie here, all the way from California. So we're
Los
bicultural
Angeles.
with you tonight, and love this that you got the Jersey vibe going and the California vibe going. And so Leslie and I met each other through our BNI networking group, through a virtual networking. So it's so much fun to be able to get out and meet other people and meet other business owners and just learn about their businesses. And what we found out is that our businesses are very compatible. We, me being with health coaching and wellness, and Leslie with her holistic lifestyle and all of the wonderful things that she's going to share with you guys, and the methodology that she came up with. So with that, Leslie, why don't you go ahead and just tell everyone just a little bit about your business and where it's located and what you do.
Okay, love to. And thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you. It was so cool to connect with you in that way. It's just so great to meet like minds. It's the best. So I've been in health and wellness for over 26 years. I have a background in yoga, Ayurveda, somatic therapy, counseling work. I have a background in Pilates, and I just have a very curious mind. All my work is online, so I can work with anyone, anywhere. And some of my programs are even subscription based, so people can do it anytime, anywhere, even if it's the middle of the night where I am, because I don't necessarily need to be there.
That's fabulous. That's fabulous. So how many different types of services and things can they book with you online?
They can do group yoga or Pilates classes. They can do privates in group and yoga and Pilates. I have a subscription program that's like a 10-minute on-demand and live stream yoga and Pilates program people can do, especially if they have no time. It's really good for busy people. And then I have a 3-month coaching that is done privately or in a small group that helps people with stress and sleep issues and energy issues. It's all holistic. I've helped people get off of sleeping pills within a month usually. And that it's really important. It's like my baby. It's like everything. It's all these tools in one. And I tailor meditation and breath work in it for people.
Sounds amazing. Boy, so everybody needs to be sleeping better and coming off medications if they can. So that's fantastic. And the fact that you allow it to happen all remotely is terrific. So what got you started in your field?
Oh my goodness. I would say it chose me. My first training was in yoga and meditation. My first yoga class was actually when I was 5. But I know I'm 46 now for some reference. So, that was a long time
Little
ago.
experience going.
I did it with my mother. And what's funny though is my original job was not that. I was originally an editor of a magazine. I was doing graphic design, and the yoga work just kept coming after I did that first training. And being an introvert, the idea of teaching in a group was so nauseating. I can't even tell you. But after like that nausea went away, I noticed I was like, oh, I actually really like this. I had to do so much meditation before I, would teach, because I was like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to get through this in like a group. But I ended up a tenured professor here at Santa Monica College in Los Angeles for 20 years, teaching yoga, Pilates, meditation, and doing anatomy and biomechanics. And they sometimes had 80 people in my class. So you kind of get over that fear of being in a group talking. And after 20 years, one would hope that you'd feel better about that. But I did. Yeah. And that's how it all started. It just kept getting work over and over again. And I feel like yoga and Pilates and meditation chose me.
Interesting.
Sure.
Well, there's such great, exercises, methods, whatever. I don't know what the official name is. In fact, I did a Pilates class just a little while ago because I needed to get some movement in today, and just love the fact that you can do such great work even from your home. What makes your services different?
A few things. I have a lot of experience. A lot of times, a lot of teachers out there don't have as much experience as I do. I look at the person. I am constantly looking at the person in front of me and make sure they're doing the right thing for them. I make sure also if it's a movement class, I'm really specific on form and making sure everyone is safe and they're really doing things as correctly as they can for their body. And I'm always offering modifications because I think movement's super important for people. And if they don't move it, they will lose it. So that's one thing. The other thing I would say is, I used to be an insomniac, like in my 20s, and I never needed medication because I ended up studying all these ways of helping people really genuinely heal in terms of sleep issues, that the overthinking and the anxieties or whatever it is. And I know it for myself. Like I know all of these things myself in my own body, that when I'm with someone else, I can adapt it to whatever's happening in their lifestyle. So usually I give them things to do that are 5 to 20 minutes long or something. Like if you're going to go to a therapist, you're probably going to talk, but they're not going to give you anything to do at home. I'm literally giving them very specific things and foods to eat even that are very aligned to help them come into balance on all these various levels.
Interesting. Well, you and I were saying we need to have another one-on-one
And
after.
then-
We need to talk some more about some of that stuff. I would love to compare some notes on those things. That's great. What do you think is something that people commonly misunderstand about your field?
So many misconceptions. One is that you can Google an answer. You cannot Google an answer. Just because you read a book does not mean you're an expert. You know what I mean? I think, it was like I was thinking there's a woman in my group who's an organizer, and I'm like, I would never, or even a lawyer, like I would never claim to know law or organizing based off the fact that I read a Marie Kondo book or something. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't it doesn't make any sense. So you read a somatic experiencing book and now you think you're an expert. You know what I mean? Like you're not, no offense, respect. Like you might have some information, but let's keep it to the experts so that we, can really help people and don't damage them. Cause I think sometimes
that's a great
that
point.
stuff, those things can some people can really damage other people if they're focusing, on certain things they don't really know. You know what I mean? It's really important to get I would want to hire an expert if I needed something.
Absolutely.
Like a roofer. I'm not going to do my own roof.
No. I highly encourage you not to do that. That's for sure.
So can I say one thing? So like with stress and anxiety and stuff, I know a lot about those things, and like sleep and energy and movement science, all that stuff. I know a lot about it. So I think that sometimes, we need to check in with someone and say, you know what, I don't, sometimes even going to the gym isn't great because they're not giving you all the information that you really need to take care of your body in a safe way.
Great point. What would you tell someone that's looking to book an appointment with you? And I will show your contact information at the end of the interview here, so everybody can get your email and website.
That's fantastic. Thank you. I do free consults to make sure that I can help you. And if I can't help you, I'll probably refer you out. Right. One thing that I think is beautiful is you do all this weight loss work with people, and that's not something I do.
Mhm.
So, let's say someone comes to me for weight loss, I'm probably going to send them to you. So for me, let's get on a call. Let's check in. If I can help you, I will. I don't work with mental illnesses, so I'd probably refer to a psychiatrist or psychologist.
Mhm.
And, let's see if I can help. I like to see if I can be of service. So that free call is important to make sure that, it's a good match.
That's great. And typically you do that by Zoom or just over the phone. Is Zoom helpful for you so you can kind of read people's energy and body language and things?
Yeah, I really love it because it's like more of a heart connection. I can really see what's going on, and they can see me and see if they feel safe with me. And,
True.
Usually they say something about the purple hair.
I did.
And then we have a really sweet conversation, and it takes the barriers down a little bit because they feel safer to usually tell me what's happening. Like why are they on the call? What are they needing right now? And can I help?
Great. What's a quick little client success that you'd like to share with folks that you think might be meaningful?
Oh God, there's a lot. One that's coming to me right now is I don't know if your audience knows this, but sleeping pills like Ambien or melatonin actually they've had 3 studies on CNN the last 3 or 4 years, in the last few months even, that said they do not recommend melatonin because it can cause dementia down the line and other cognitive problems. And one of my clients was hooked on melatonin and taking quite a bit of it each night. Yeah, not great. We really changed, we shift. So different than like weight loss food, like there's foods that can cause sleeping problems and anxiety, more anxiety. So what I did with her is we did a food journal, checked out what she was eating, shifted it a little bit. She got in a very tailored meditation and breathing practice, and she stopped needing meds within about a month.
Great. Wow. What a
And she
difference.
still doesn't need them, by the way.
That's terrific. Well, and just out of my own curiosity, so sorry, folks, I'm going to ask this question here. I find, I mean, is there 1 or 2 common foods that you think really affect sleep the most? I mean, I have my theories, but I'd love to hear yours.
There's a lot. It depends on, so in an Ayurvedic perspective, it really depends on where the imbalance is. So if someone, let's say, is menopausal, so I can't say it for like it can't be, there's no all in one size fits all healing in that way. But I can use this example of a woman who came to me last year who was menopausal, and she was sweating half the night, just sweating, and it was uncomfortable. So like eating bell peppers all through the day, which is heating, was very bad for her. She also would do infrared saunas 4 times a week. So we cut all that out and made sure she was eating more cooling foods, and that she stopped having hot flashes in the middle of the night. They were gone.
Wow.
So we really, I mean, that was just, I simplified it.
Yeah.
We did a lot more than that, but that was part of it. And so do you get what I'm saying? So it's like a little more, how do we create balance in imbalance? So sometimes we need the opposite energy or the opposite element to come into that. And so with foods, whatever else is heating, like sometimes it depends on the person. Sometimes it's garlic and onion too, right? Because those are very heating. I know you might think, oh God, bland food, but
No. Especially anybody who's gone through some of those hot flashes knows we'll do anything to make it so you can sleep through the night and stuff. But that is super helpful and very interesting. And I love the fact that it really highlights, your expertise in what you do and how what we do is different, right? Because you're looking at that aspect of someone's health and wellness, and I'm looking at some different parts of their health and wellness and their ability to heal themselves from the inside on some other factors. So love that. Oh,
one last quick comment is I was going to say, like, you can't look at someone like, so there's the menopausal woman, but what if there's like, sometimes in LA, they're known for being freezing in 50-degree weather. You're not going to give the menopausal woman the same thing as like a 30-year-old who's freezing in 50-degree weather, right? It doesn't make sense. So you have to really look at the person and go, okay, where is the imbalance? What's happening? So yeah, that it does come into my expertise. Thank you.
Sure. Well, this has been fabulous. I hope everybody got a chance to enjoy your information, and I want to just pop up your contact information so folks can take a look at this. So you have your website, leslieporter.com, where folks can go, and I believe they can even book an appointment or consultation with you there, correct?
Yes, they can.
Perfect. And then your email, leslie@leslieporter.com. And you were even featured in USA Today and the BBC. So congratulations on that. Those are very exciting. And
it was exciting. Thank you.
To your credibility and expertise and everything. So I'm so glad that B and I brought us together and we had this time to spend together and to share a little time and a little bit about your background and everything. And folks, check out Leslie and hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks so much, Leslie.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye.